You know, I just can't go a day without a stupid idea. And even though the current bingo card is full with fishing quests, I somehow thought it would be a good idea to max it out. I don't know, I just never maxed out a bingo card yet, so why not? So here we are on the bingo profile, and I am already poor again. So there are a few mining quests, and since we also need some coins for the... where is it? Here it is. We also need some coins for slayers. I think it's not that stupid to at least get some mining done. I mean, the start's pretty boring, so I'm gonna just skip it. Hello, rice. Yes, I want to the dwarven mines. There you go. Give me the heart, and there we are. Now, for some reason, my commissions mod isn't really up to date. It's still showing me like the stats of the Iron Man profile, so don't think that I have a beacon tier 2 ready on a bingo profile. I think we can fix it by just doing like this. Oh, we don't even have it unlocked. Damn it. Okay, give me pickaxe. Now, one of the most important things now is to get an armor set. But seeing how this takes ages to break, this is not really an option right now. So it might just be better to go to the king. Hello, give me the commissions text. Hello, thank you. So we need 50,000 mithril powder, which is doable by just getting lucky in an event. I think if we can get Don Espresso, we can actually get this like within one event, depending on whether there's someone in the lobby that instantly deposits everything or if he lets us mine 10 minutes. Yep, I forgot how painful this is. Now you might be asking yourself, how do you have 25,000 mithril powder? Well, I participated in a goblin raid. Or well, participated. I just punched 3 iron golems once and then let the rest of the people kill them while sitting here and doing absolutely nothing. That one brought us up to 28,702 mithril powder collected, which means one more event and then we'll have the 50,000. This also gave us access to Heart of the Mountain tier 3, which unlocks mining spread. I have a plan. There are some annoying things on here, like reaching sponge collection 900 and getting tropical fish. And where is it? Grand experience bottle. And I thought to myself, all of the collection stuff and the grand experience bottle as well, that can be done by a minion. So I'm thinking 1 or 2 lapis minions and a lot of fishing minions, because then I get a lot of fishing experience, and there's also a whole lot of other fishing quests there that I haven't read to you right now. Now we need to get a common or higher tiered rock pet, which is doable, and the cool thing about that is that we need to reach gold collection 60,000 anyways, so we can just mine some gold here while we're here. But the main thing I'm interested in now is getting a personal compactor, which then allows me to farm a lot of stuff without getting annoyed, and that's really the important factor here. And that then in turn gives me a lot of coins, which I need to reinvest into slayers and dungeons. I need to unlock an emerald chest. I don't know how much that is, but it's probably gonna be pricey. And that also allows me to farm a lot of enchanted cobblestone and redstone, which with that I can make super compactors. And with that, I can upgrade the minions. I think super compactors, or at least a personal compactor, are part of higher bingo ranks, but I'm only bingo rank on common, or like the green one, I don't know its name. So I don't have that yet, so I need to grind for it. Anyways, I'm not gonna show that, I'm gonna just do it. We'll see us once it's done. Just a quick interruption. I just got my rock pet, and that's a bingo. Anyways, back to mining. So it's done. As you can see in my chat, I have a lot of materials stashed away. This has to do with the fact that in order to get the personal compactor, you need to unlock the super compactor, and that requires 70,000 cobblestones collected. Now the thing about that is that this is way more cobblestone than you actually need to craft this thing. In fact, the 30,835 are just left over. Everything we need is right here in my ender chest. And now you shall bear witness to me finally crafting this thing. Super Compactor 3000, the first of many. Personal Compactor 4000, the first and last. Now we get to do a really satisfying thing. We get to fill our inventories over and over again and not need to craft anything because the personal compactor does it on its own. You wouldn't believe how satisfying that is after doing it all by hand. I kind of messed up right now. I was trying to get some fishing going for the fishing minions, and I bought the angler armor, and that was a quest wearing that one, so that's kind of me saying that I did that as well. Here's the footage. Yeah, well, I somehow managed to do it again. I reached 250 health, so that's another bingo. Yay! That couldn't have been timed more perfectly. No, honestly, I literally started recording the second I pulled that guy in. That's 50 raw cod, which means that's our ticket to the fishing minion. I don't know, for whatever reason these guys unlock at level 50 and not at level, it's not level, it's 50 fish, but like you could have at least made it 20. Like 20 is painful, but 50, damn. That's insane. That took me literally more than 40 minutes. I found this little spot where at least the like these guys can't annoy you because they're like out of reach. But god damn, that's annoying. Okay, now let's sell everything to him, and then let's buy as many fish as we can. We also got some clay, so I might as well make some clay minions if I ever get more clay, because I don't know. Okay, it's clay. I like clay. And there we go. We can also upgrade it. So I'm just hoping that this space is enough. But since you can never be sure, we're just gonna mine some iron. And there we have the budget hopper, which we can then insert in here. We are at day number 2, and I am just quickly taking advantage of the Better Together event. The reason for that is so that we can get as many enchanted iron ingots as possible. Or at least like a solid number. All with the goal in mind that we get some more budget hoppers. I'm up to 6 minion slots, so 25 enchanted iron should be enough. Let's now get to the annoying part, which means we gotta farm a whole lot of lapis. That all has to do with the grand experience bottle we need to craft. It's not a Titanic one, is it? Yeah, it's just a grand one, which we don't have unlocked yet, but we already have enough lapis to craft one. We might just do a raid, just because we get some mithril powder, and that then will be reinvested into mining speed. Jesus Christ. I just got one hit. Yep, that's the annoying thing if you don't have armor. Hey, there we go. And we also got our rewards. And that's another 2 upgrades to our mining speed. Which still is not enough to one hit. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. What's not gonna be a pain, however, is getting our grand experience bottle. There we go. Bingo goal complete. And there we go, we just got 100% crit damage. I just put critical 5 on the sword. And while we already are in the hub, we can also go to our island. As you can see, I put some enchanted coal in there, so we get a 10% boost because I am not grinding enchanted lava buckets on this profile, but still 10% for 24 hours, that's good. So we got a lot of fishing stuff here. It's not quite enough to actually progress any bingo challenges yet, but it is still good nevertheless. And we also still have a lot of fishing minions we haven't placed. These 5 are gonna be a bit more passive since they don't have a super compactor on them, because farming those is a pain with that amount of mining speed. Whatever, it's now time to do some foraging. So the reason we want to do this is because we need foraging level 5 and we also need a lot of strength, and if I'm correct, then foraging gives you strength. We will not be getting 160 strength just from foraging, but we can still somewhat boost our strength. Here you go. This thing doesn't even have sweep. I tell ya, we're cooked. Because I have no idea how foraging exactly works. Since even before the update I didn't know, but like after the update, yeah, I have no idea. So yeah, we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way and Google it probably. And I don't intend on going to the park just because that would require me to switch to a newer version, and I don't feel like that. 1.8 support is ending soon-ish anyways, so we might as well enjoy it while it lasts. Because I don't know, the newer versions just feel clunky when it comes to Skyblock. Like on other servers it's not a problem, but on this one it just feels a bit clunky. Maybe I don't have the right setup. There we go, bingo complete. I'm gonna buy all of the armor because all of these armor sets count as a unique armor set, and we need unique armor sets as a bingo goal. That's another armor set. That's one, and that's one. 7 unique armor sets so far. Time has passed and a few things have changed. First of all, we're now on a newer version of Minecraft. I've completely ditched Badline because its support is kind of ending and the performance is horrible. We're on Lunar Client now, deal with it. I installed some other mods to support the texture pack I'm using. That's about everything that changed. Well, except for the UI, it's a bit different, and some new features, and I'm kind of getting used to the entire Hypixel Skyblock mode on Lunar because it's quite different from Badline. But we are about to reach a bingo goal, and there we go. That's 60,000 gold ingots collected. Believe it or not, that actually took me quite a lot of time, and it netted us 2 enchanted gold blocks and 48 enchanted gold ingots, which is, I don't know, it's only showing the bizarre prices. I'm gonna fix that somewhen in the future, I don't know, right now. Yeah, but that's basically everything that changed now, but that means that we are not afraid of the future anymore because any update that is coming out is gonna be supported. Even though the texture pack only supports 121.5, I am playing on 121.10 because why not? Alrighty, so we have a second super compactor and it's in the pig minion. The reason is that this little guy is just gonna get us the piggy bank, or like the required chopped pork chop, the required pig meat, and I don't want to do it manually, so we're just gonna use this guy to get it slowly over time. This might be a bit overkill for him, but I mean, then he can at least farm until like Kingdom comes. I mean, it's not to underestimate, but a piggy bank costs 40 enchanted raw pork chop, which is quite a lot. That's 40 times 160. Oh my goodness, wait, my head is turning. 6, that's 2,400, 6,400 or 6,400 pigs. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that manually. Since it's kind of late, and I don't want to go for another super compactor, I thought to myself, why not do a bit of foraging, because then we can craft at least some more minion storages for the fishing minions that don't currently have a storage and also don't have a super compactor, because that would just mean they would fill up like within 3 hours. We just unlocked a thing called the Spruce Axe and it has 4 sweep, so yay! I mean, the only downside to this thing is that it is only a wooden axe, so it's still rather slow when farming stuff, but it's good enough. It makes things significantly easier. And here we are, medium storage, and just empty them once, so that they have maximum storage. So there's exactly 11 raw cod missing, so that we could upgrade this guy once more, which would save 7 seconds per cycle, which would stack up a lot. So I am kind of tempted just waiting like a few more minutes for those, upgrading the minion, and then going to sleep. Alrighty, it's a new day and I just got a chameleon shard. That thing is worth a ton. And you can bet your ass I'm transferring that to my Iron Man. Anyways, the reason I'm here is because it's fun, okay? It's actually so much more enjoyable than the old foraging, and I'm not used to that, so I'm enjoying it for like half an hour. Okay, now back to the bingo. We have 8 enchanted raw pork chop, which is 32 short. And then we also have a lot of fish. These ones actually didn't fill up because I emptied them in the morning already, so my plan somewhat worked. So the tropical fish collection is up to 371 and the sponge collection is at a measly 270. This is definitely gonna be the bottleneck. And I am not sure if the fishing minions alone can do that or if I have to also manually grind for sponge again. There's this rod part that actually gives you sponge whenever you catch something, so that might be an option. I surely hope we don't have to stoop that low. Next up, we're doing the Bestiary quests, so I'm on my way unlocking that one. Well, not unlocking that one, unlocking the Bestiary itself. It would also be a great time to fish now, but it's not gonna happen. I am not fishing no matter what, and there's surprisingly little people here. Potentially the fishing update changed something and this isn't really the meta anymore, fishing while it's raining in the spider's den. However, I wouldn't know, I haven't looked at that stuff. And I hope I don't have to look at that stuff. Hello, Bramas Beast Slayer. Okay, we have the Bestiary unlocked, now it's time to grind Bestiary. And that just means killing these guys, since they're here. And if I remember correctly, all of these spiders also have their own Bestiary. So, although on second thought, these might be a little strong for us. So we're instead going for the graveyard skeleton. Bestiary milestone 4. And Bestiary milestone 5. There we go, bingo goal complete. Next up, we're going for sea creature chance. Note to self, never use your own fishing rod while crafting minions. That's 5 sea creature chance. And there we go, that's the bingo done. That was surprisingly easy. I actually thought we'd have to think about it for like a bit of time. And if I take a look at this card, it's starting to look rather green. Next, we need to fish up a Carrot King. The Carrot King is a sea creature, blah blah blah, fishing level 15. We need carrot baits and we need to be fishing 15. We are fishing 11. I hate getting fishing experience. However, we still have the rusty ship engine and have the entire backwater buoys quest line in front of us, so we might get some bonuses we currently don't have. Hello, Captain. Take your rusty engine. Since I'm gonna be fishing anyways, I'm gonna take a look at all of the like sponge collection stuff. We might even craft that thing, and I'm gonna just get back to you once I actually get the things done. Well, I mean, it happened again. I just cleared my minions and I got the 400 tropical fish collected, and I also completed a row which gave me an additional 5 bingo points. But if you take a look at the sponge collection, that still needs a lot of work. Now you might be asking yourself, why the hell is this guy in the end? I thought he was fishing. I got bored of fishing. So I thought, why not go for the 160 strength challenge? Bingo goal thingy. We are currently at 120. As soon as we equip this thing, we will get another 20, so at 140. And then if we get one more ender equipment, which we can get 4 pieces that we are missing just from the normal Enderman up here, we will have 160 strength and therefore completed this goal. I am gonna do more fishing tomorrow just because I want to combine both the sponge grind and the Carrot King or Rabbit King or whatever it is called together, but in order for that guy to spawn we need fishing 15, and I'm too lazy to do that manually. I'm gonna just wait for the minions to get a bit more collected overnight so we can get that experience. As we are fishing 13, it would probably take ages for me to do that manually, although it would be faster by doing it manually rather than just waiting for the minions. Anyways, who cares? We're now completely naked and we're probably getting destroyed by Enderman, but we get more strength. Okay, let's see. Well, what's the situation of these guys now? Oh, ouch. Ouch. Okay, hear me out. We're just gonna subsidize the rest of them with the mercenary set so that we get the strength benefits if this guy lets us get kills, but we still get like most of the defense. Oh yeah, the Enderman noises are really annoying. And I just fixed the audio for the recording, so you should now hear them too. Okay, listen, I just saw that I got an ender helmet in the chat, and then for some reason I have 2 of them now. So I must have overlooked a drop and farmed for way too long, which in this setup is painful. Now, whatever, here we go, and that has to be rage bait. No, like actually. So I'm hoping the speedster talisman or whatever isn't that expensive and that I can somehow push my magic power to a level where we get 1 additional strength, because like this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. 70 gives us 21 strength, 22 strength. So if we go to the end, aha, there we go. I think I'm gonna just grind the rest of the armor so that we have a good starting point for some combat related stuff, mainly talking about slayers and entry into dungeons. Oh yeah, and we still need combat 15. As you can see, I just dropped the ender chestplate. I actually dropped 2 boots. Anyways, on the end we're an absolute tank now, at least for the very, very early game. And these things don't do nearly as much damage as they used to. And this of course is a completely unique armor set. Also, one bingo goal is obtain a level 6 enchanted book. Now what do we have here? Coins don't really have a use on this profile, so this is a good option. So I just did the experimentation table things for some enchanting levels, because I thought you can actually get a level 6 enchanted book from there. You can, but only from higher levels. I can't show you now because I'm all out of like tries. But you couldn't get it on my level. But then again, we now have 1.5 million, so let's go. I'm gonna head to sleep now, but I'd say this is looking promising. So originally I wanted to go to sleep, but then I just went ahead and tested out the new equipment on these crypt ghouls. And what can I say? It's so much easier. We are on our last run to get a Slayer tier 3, which is another bingo goal, and that should net us hopefully a lot of bingo points. I'm not sure if it's completing a row, but since we only have a couple of goals left to do, each goal should be worth more and more bingo points, since all of the combinations and vertical, diagonal and horizontal lines should start to fill up. Because believe it or not, we only have 2 already completed, and one of them is the community line, which is basically always free. Anyways, here goes nothing. This guy's actually pretty chill. He doesn't really do that like much damage, and his health is also not that insane. It's only the annoying ability, since it tends to launch you to smithereens. Here we are, level 3 slayers. That's a bingo point. Today wasn't really that important of a day, or well, interesting is the more fitting word, because it was important. I got the King of the Seas, or like getting a Carrot King. I finally fished that up. I wasn't able to record because I wasn't in call with friends, so I just made some screenshots, which I'm gonna show you here, hopefully if I don't forget. Also, Hypixel has been lagging the entire evening, making this entire grind way more painful. Am I ever gonna transfer to the dungeon hub? This kind of looks right, but also not. Why am I the only one in tab? Okay, as you can see, it's... Jesus Christ. It's really laggy. And after reconnecting and getting kicked to limbo, we can finally do this. I played a dungeon... Well, I actually played 3. 1 entrance to unlock floor 1. 1 floor 1 where it lagged so hard I couldn't do any damage and therefore wasn't able to open any chests. And then the final one like 5 minutes ago where I actually did enough damage. Now we need to buy an emerald chest, which is surprisingly cheap, but I'm not gonna say anything against that. We're just gonna buy it and be done with the bingo goal. There we go. 5 bingo points and 1 bingo point. And why aren't there 5 more? No, because I need sponge collected, damn it. I kind of hoped that dungeons would help me get a lot of kills for that quest, but it's not looking like that. Or at least I'm not able to since I am lagging. That might change tomorrow when hopefully connections stabilize.
No, it's all the way in the morning, and the entire reason I got online is just to empty these fishing minions, because now we should have enough sponge if we collected them all. There we go. That's that done as well. Boom. And there we go, nice little cage. Now we just need to fill this with pig minions. And that's how it looks. I calculated for the minions without the super compactor to farm for about 4.5 hours before they're completely full, but it shouldn't really matter since that makes so much raw pork. We can just craft a piggy bank after like this day. In addition to that, I now have 101 bingo points, which I will promptly spend to upgrade my bingo rank. The next one is more expensive, but we're gonna need the max rank anyway for the talisman. So this definitely isn't the last bingo I'm gonna play. Okay, work is over, and now we get to collect the enchanted pork chop. And that's the last minion, or well, the last one of the new ones. We still gotta collect this one. And now we just gotta get 2 logs, make a chest, and surround this, and there we go. So the only things missing are the 10,000 kills and the unique armor sets. There we go. For some reason it counted now. I just had to do it like 5 times. But that officially only leaves 1 single bingo goal left. And that is the kill 10,000 mobs. This is a huge one, since this bingo goal alone is gonna give us 16 bingo points, which is almost double what we already have. It has been way too long and the noises are insane, but with the help of this farm it's way more doable. And there we go. You have completed all 20 goals for the February 2026 bingo event. A commemorative bingo card has been delivered to your player deliveries. Cool. Anyways, this farm really helps with the 10,000 kills. I'm gonna link the thing in the description, even though the event's over once this video gets uploaded. But credit where credit is due. Anyways, that's the entirety for this profile. Now it's time to delete the entire progress of a week. Whatever. At least I got a commemorative bingo card.